What?
This chair needs to be tightened up.
Needs to be thrown away.
So if I just randomly go out of the screen, you'll know why. Hey y'all, and welcome to Stivers Homestead.
I'm Jen.
I'm Zach. Where in the world have you been?
No, I've been here. Wow. It's good.
It's good.
It's good. Oh,
Gosh,
careful. Whew, okay.
you don't have to lean in. You're
Okay.
in the shot.
Like I should.
Party day.
There we go. Feels better.
That's better.
This is creaking.
Jesus.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Everything good?
Yeah.
So where have we been?
Here.
Everywhere. We've been all over everything. But we know, we see comments, we watch comments. That's something that we're going to talk about. And we know a lot of people wondered where the long format videos are. We understand that that's specifically what you're asking for. I hope if you truly don't think that we've been doing videos, that you are following us on our other platforms, because we've been doing shorts and reels and Facebook videos and all that stuff almost every single day.
Almost every day.
Usually take off on the weekends, but I mean, we're very active. So it isn't like we just disappeared.
No, we're not cruising around in Mexico somewhere.
Yeah.
We're still here.
Yep. We're still providing content that gives knowledge and information about herbs and gardening, and showing tidbits of just different stuff. So we have been very active. So if you are just following us on YouTube, first off, go follow us everywhere else, because you'll definitely know that we're still alive, because there were some that thought we were dead. And I was like, wait, there's literal posts everywhere. But when people were dead, our heads have gotten too big. We're not grateful anymore.
We ghosted everyone.
A lot of very interesting assumptions of what happened with us. And so we decided it's time to give you all a video to explain basically where the long form videos went.
Also, if you're not on our email list, I've been talking to those people twice a week, every week, and we do add little tidbits of our life. And so they've been aware and know that we're okay.
Yeah, and we can't respond to all of them, but we do respond to the emails as well, just to chat with people. And we still love the connection that we have with our followers, and the ones that, I mean, they're just happy to be here, I guess. Let's say that. So we are very active still with all that, but where do we go? And what happened? So we're going to start off with the easier. There's really two main reasons why we haven't been posting so many long formatted videos, and we've been doing more of the shorts and reels. So we'll start with the easy topic to discuss, and that's truly things are changing. I mean, I hate to say this, but the attention span of us human beings are getting worse and worse every single day. And that definitely hurts long format YouTube videos. It's just kind of the way things are going. And when we do a long format YouTube video, even if it's like this one right here that you're watching, where we're not moving around a lot, there's only a few different clips, it literally takes me all day to edit. I know a lot of people also were giving us a lot of complaints because Jed does our videos. He does not do our videos.
Not for a long time now.
Yeah, he hasn't. Yeah, it's been a long time since he's edited one of our videos. So I do edit those. It does take the entire day to do so. And so when we would post them, we're very grateful for the couple thousand folks that would watch that video. But being realistic with you all, the videos make no money. Right, like that's part of it, and we do everything for absolute free. Like YouTube is completely free.
We don't have Patreon. We don't do any of that.
Yeah, there's no memberships. There's none of that. Some of you all do some of the memberships, but that's just because you're wanting to help out. You're not getting anything extra out of that. That's just out of the generosity of your heart. But it takes a lot of effort and time to work on a long formatted video. And when the response wasn't coming back well, and that's probably on us. Like we might not be what the algorithm wants, and that algorithm's always changing. But what we're also feeling is a little bit of that shadow ban kind of side of things, because we are talking about natural herbs a lot, natural remedies, and that's something, as you all know, Big Pharma runs the world, and that's like keywords. It's keywords that pop up, and so that's part of the reason that things are hurting us as well.
There's also other tiny little logistics that go into that as well. Like he does have to use our daughter's laptop to edit because our main one broke. So we homeschool every single day. That's part of our lives. So we have to take that from her, use it all day. Then she's behind. Then Wyatt's done. And it's just this whole like situation that we have to deal with. You know, you have to spend hours on thumbnails and descriptions and all that stuff. And while that was our lives for a while, and it was fun because people were genuinely interested in it, YouTube hadn't shadow banned us, we were in the algorithm, it was great. But then something flipped, and maybe it was us. I don't know. Maybe we're the problem. Maybe we're not. Maybe our followers just decided that as a whole, like, you know, percent wise, that they just weren't as interested anymore. So it put us even farther down on that list to be showed to anyone. And you know, when it comes down to it, it's if nobody's enjoying it and we're putting our time and effort into it, why continue to do that? Right.
And so, like, what she's saying is that, you know, that's all stuff that's on us, right? But we also made our own decision, too. So, like, we weren't out here asking you all to do something different for us or go watch our videos and stuff. We were seeing what the response was to us and who we are today, and making adjustments on what we can do to be better. You know, as you all saw in here, we tried all kinds of different styles of videos, different topics, different things that we would do. Some would hit, some wouldn't, and we would just keep moving around until basically the wheels fell off. And that's kind of what it felt like happened as the wheels fell off of long formatted videos. And I don't know, you know, it's just a decision that we had to make. And I know a lot of you are going to say that, well, we love seeing you all. We love the long videos. We love seeing your family. And that has a lot to do with it too. Our children are getting older. And you know, they're 8 and 10 now. I mean, if they want to do their own YouTube thing, they might, but they're not necessarily wanting to be on ours as much.
Yeah.
Not wanting their face shown as much.
Well, it gets to a point too, to where like they're fully aware of the world now. We've said 1,000 times that our kids are not sheltered. They do have access to the internet, and they had access to our YouTube channel. And when it got to the point where my son was sending me screenshots of comments, like negative, hateful comments, or, you know, just what in the world is going on, I'm like, okay, this feels weird. And it wasn't even the other channel, so don't even be like, well, you shouldn't have put that out there. I'm talking about Stivers Homestead, our Homestead channel. It just felt weird and wrong for him to be on there and questioning, well, why don't people like my mommy and daddy anymore, you know?
Right.
Or why are they saying hateful things about my dad? Or why are they commenting on the way my mom dresses? And it just becomes a point when it's like the cons and the pros aren't matching up.
Yeah, there's starting to become more cons than pros.
Yeah. So we started with YouTube. Obviously, that was our first platform. And then a few years into it, we got onto Facebook. And Facebook grew really, really big. And it still is. Like, I think at this point, that's our main community. And I'm not sure what happened, but the people on YouTube just became like an unsafe environment for us. Whereas the one on Facebook is different. It's a whole lot more community-centered. People are more kinder. You know, if they don't like something, they just simply scroll on. They don't feel the need to put their 2 cents in or say something negative, because Facebook is such a big community. YouTube is was so centered on this one homesteading community to where everyone just gets compared to each other. And if you're not like that other person, then you're not good enough. Or if you're not religious enough, you're not good enough. Or if you dress differently, or if you don't cover yourself, then you're not good enough. And it just became an unsafe place. And I'm just not sure. And we never wanted to get mixed in to that community as deep as we did, to where people would look at us and say we're different, because that was kind of the whole point. We were different. We were showing a different kind of homesteading and doing it with her family, but not in the way that other people were doing it. But then when it flipped, it was like, whoa.
Yeah. I mean, she actually hit a nail on the head. And it was some of the stuff that was bothering me. And that actually kind of rolls us into number 2. The number 2 reason, which is the more difficult piece to talk about. And it's about our emotions and mental state personally, on what literally just doing this long formatted style videos were doing to us. And I know it sounds crazy, but she touched on it starting with creators in general, right? When this all started, we started in 2019, and then when 2020 happened, the pandemic, COVID, all that stuff happened, homesteaders blew up. Like, everybody was watching homesteading videos, and it was fantastic. We were on top of the world. Things were going great. But then what created from that was a huge pool of other homestead creators too. And then it became like this big war of like, you're just doing it wrong and we do it better kind of mentality. Like it wasn't like, let's like do something together like we did in 2019 and 2020 where we're doing these events and festivals. It felt like a lot of backstabbing and a lot of like behind your back stuff happening, people being nice to you in your face, and then next thing you know, you'll see a reel over here that's throwing you through the mud and stuff, and you're like, what is going on? Like, I don't even like any of y'all.
Or if you say one thing too wrong about being prepared, you're now a fearmonger. Or if you don't say enough, then you have your head in the sand.
Yeah, so first piece was the creator group. Like, that was crazy. I don't know what happened there, but it's very apparent that we are not very liked within the Homestead creator, YouTube creator community. Don't know what happened. Could care less. But it has been...
well aware of our reasons.
You're right, but it's been made very apparent in that area. That one, not why we stopped doing this. Second, that was just part of the mental state that was bothering us in this area. The second piece, honestly, y'all, was me. I've expressed myself one-on-one with you all on so many videos. Barn chats, talking to you about when my stepdad passed away. Talking about all the hard things that have gone through in my life and really open it up to you all to try to help that one soul that may be going through the same thing just for a little bit of comfort. Jen's talked to you about the times when we were trying to have babies and we couldn't have babies anymore. We have literally given you all our entire hearts and emotions. And I know it has helped several people. But it hasn't helped enough for us to be able to keep doing it.
To keep pouring. To
keep pouring because it's starting to impact our personal relationships in real life. And what I mean more by that is the comments. We always tell people that want to get into YouTube and actually start content creating is you're going to have to grow thick skin. Like you're going to have that thick skin to be able to handle these blows that are going to be thrown at you because you're never going to do it right. You're never going to do it good enough. And somebody always did it better. And it's not just about that specifically. It's the way it's expressed to you. Like it is straight hateful. And you know, this is the stuff we all know, but it was after 6-7 years of us doing this, my skin has grown so thick from not allowing the bad people. I know if you're watching this, you're probably not that person, but the bad people's comments from penetrating my skin. Like I have grown so thick that now I don't even connect with real relationships. Like I don't even open myself up anymore to real people in my life that I want to. I don't really love anymore besides my wife and my kids because my skin is so thick. I've turned hateful. I turned angry. I never was happy anymore. And you know, it was so funny because a lot of the comments were like, why did y'all change? Why did y'all change? And I finally came to the realization it's because of you. It's because of the comments that are out there is why our personalities changed. So that's when we kind of started this trial run of like, hey, let's take a break from the long form videos. Like I got to take a step back from looking at any comments. I just do long form or short videos, give some information, walk away. It's been what?
Not pour your heart and soul into it.
Yeah, not give so much of myself to these videos. And it's changing. Mm-hmm. I'm changing. All in the better.
We have friends now.
Yeah, we have friends now. I'm willing. I have space for people now. Mm-hmm. And I know that might not be able to connect and you might not be able to relate to that.
The only way that you'll understand that is if you're a content creator that has gone through the same thing.
Yeah.
A viewer or a watcher just won't get it. You won't understand.
Right. And it's not burnout. It's none of that. I've been through burnout where I've had content block and I just can't figure out what I want to shoot for you all. I'm literally talking like I was mentally broke down and not able to have emotional connections with real life people anymore. Mm-hmm. And that's tough. That was tough to acknowledge, but I'm glad I did acknowledge it so we can start fixing it. And you know, it's the comments, but it's like when we do these videos, it does take all day, like we had mentioned before. And then when I would come back to like come respond to people and the videos bombing, which, you know, again, could be on us. And then I look, because I think I've produced something good for you all.
Rusty?
No.
What? Chair down.
Chair down. I heard it crack.
You lasted a while.
I did.
I'm genuinely shocked.
Yep.
It lasted that. Oh my gosh.
That ruined the
You
moment.
lost the slipper.
I did lose the slipper. Well, where was I? To wrap all that up, because I know that, believe me, I understand. I get plenty of comments about how long-winded I am too. Ultimately, what I'm saying is I was man enough to realize that I was broken because of long-form YouTube videos. Yeah. Like, as plain and simple as that is, it broke me completely.
Yeah. He is right. Unfortunately, a lot of our real life relationships suffered. We lost some relationships, we lost friendships, we lost touch with some family because we simply put a wall up. We couldn't do it anymore. We didn't want to be taken advantage of. We didn't want to be talked down to. We didn't want to be criticized. We didn't want to be told, well, you owe these people something. It got to where it was too much.
We were defensive over like every comment.
Yes.
Everything.
Every conversation even. We weren't able to open up and talk to anyone that we already had a relationship with or make new relationships because we just had a huge wall up.
Yeah, we're literally having to go through the steps of having amends with people, like to apologize for our actions and stuff like that, just because of YouTube. Like, it's crazy, but
and it won't be everyone, so I don't think that you might be on that list.
Right. But it was. I mean, it's crazy that something, just doing what you're watching on your TV right now, can have that much of that impact on a person. But it really did.
And you'd be surprised, you feel taken advantage of online on your online platform, but you'd be surprised how many people try to take advantage of you also in real life when they think that you are a content creator or you've made it or you're rich and famous, which we are not rich nor famous. People start taking advantage of you, so you have to take a step back from those relationships too.
Yeah. Honestly, it's part of the reason I didn't want to do this video, because we just said a lot of negative stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, we said a lot of negative things, and that's just really not who we are right now.
Yeah.
Like,
we're in such a good and better place. It's hard to even want to address this, but I don't want people to feel like we ghosted them or we just totally forgot or hate you or whatever. We don't. We love you. We always have. We thank you for the support, for all the years of memories and laughs. I mean, it's tough to walk away from. Mm-hmm. It's tough to think about that not being a part of our lives anymore. But I don't know. Maybe it won't be down the road. Yeah. Who knows?
And that's kind of where I wanted to wrap it up there, is we're going to continue to do shorts and reels. Follow us on Facebook. Seriously. Yeah. Facebook is going to be your best aid. That's where you're going to get the most out of us. But follow us there. TikTok's a good one too, as long as it's around until the government might shut it down. I don't know. But follow us there. That's where you get a lot of the information from us. We're not saying that we're never going to do a long form video again. Mm-hmm. Some things require it, some is just too detailed to stick in a minute and a half or 2 minutes. So you'll see more on there if you want to continue to follow us here. But, we do appreciate you all. We do appreciate the ones that have been around with us for a while, or if you're new, but the kind souls that are actually out there. Believe me, your comments did help get us through the 6 or 7 years we did this. If it wasn't for you all, we probably would have shut this bad boy down about a year into the making. But we're grateful. We're so grateful for you all. We do appreciate you all. We are in a great spot. Was it a rooster? We are in a great spot. The animals are good. Everything's good. We just wanted to explain on why there's been a change in our lives. Yeah. All right, y'all. Hopefully that helps answer some questions.
We are still around, like he said. Just check out the other platforms. We're there almost every day. We do send out emails. We post stuff on Stivers Homestead about our lives. We're still here, guys. It's just not long videos.
Yeah. And prayers for anybody and the weather that's going on right now. We actually just got alerted that there might be a tornado headed this way. So we get to wrap it up. All right, y'all. We love y'all.
Love you.
Until the next one.
Bye.
Bye.